And a very welcome, my friends, to our astrological and tarot outlook into the weekend of June 23rd, 2023. It is good and it is pleasant that we are here, my friends. Shall we go? Let us go. That was a weak bell hit. Let us try again. And let's trust in the power of three. It completes me. Exercises such as this will be good for us going into the weekend because it may be a little bit of a, I don't want to say frantic energy. It can be if it goes bad. We have the moon coming into Virgo. A Virgo moon is overly worried about stuff, can't stand still if it's not being used well. Being used well, it is organized, it is good at being critical of mm, itself before others. It's good at not being overly critical of oneself and then having actually a healthy outlet to be critical, like as like a food critic or something. Virgos are probably the people in the comments that are just the worst. I have a Virgo Mars, and that gets me in trouble. Sometimes when I start cleaning, I go into anal retentive mode, and everything has to be perfect and perfect, and then I never get the big picture done. Virgo's about the little things which are important at first. And that's kind of important right now because we're going to have the full moon in Capricorn, which is the earth sign on top of the mount, who's the manager. So if we put in the smaller steps and work on the details this weekend, by the time the full moon comes in a little bit less than 2 weeks, a week and a half almost, then we will be the masters on the top of the hill, managing the situation and not still Virgo gone bad, a slave, and having a master on top of us. There's something about being humble, genuinely humble. That doesn't, fake humility is often can be used as an excuse just for living a poverty mindset manifested lifestyle. Victim mentality can be Virgo gone bad as well. So let's work on getting into earth and like gardening. That's Virgo. We have a beautiful sextile between Virgo, who's a little bit more critical, that critical voice in our head, but is teaching us, usually through nature. Great weekend for that. And then we're going to want to bring that together in a beautiful sextile, so it'll be easy to do and it'll be fruitive because it's in the nature of Venus, to where our sun is, 2 signs behind in Cancer. We just had the summer solstice, which is the sun and the moon coming together in a beautiful wedding feast. Well, the wedding's over. Now it's time to get to work. But remember the beauty of that wedding, the caress of her mother to be that we just impregnated. And so we have to start tending to that new light that we have, this new life that we have, this new birth that we've received. We've been reborn. We've entered back into the womb, the tomb, and we got washed out, washed off, renewed, made whole, holy again, pure, spotless. We've been given a new soul. Just when we thought we gave it up and we called out, soul, where are you? I'm looking for you. I miss you. Forgive me for turning away from you. I'm turning back to you now. Look how beautiful you are. I forgot that you were there the whole time. Let us go to the tro. So it's a we will benefit from balancing that overly critical voice in our head with that maternal voice in our head. Because sometimes that maternal voice in our head will keep us from going because we gotta leave our mother to find another and become one, my brother. I hate quoting scripture. What happened to my light, my guy? Sorry. This light came in really strong. Got these new blinds. There we go. Come back down to earth. Oh, Oracle who does dwell behind the veil. We come to thee on our knees, humbly, to ask for a message, some guidance. Aww, a beautiful exchange of the lover's card. Venus and Cancer. Yeah, so remember that beautiful marriage that we just had. And what's the purpose of this union? We're trying to come together around the staff to create our solar body that is eternal. And it takes two. And it takes the love of Venus and the nurturing of the mother. She's the most important part for this tango to happen. Otherwise, he's just sitting there with his dick in his hand. Well, hopefully he's using his sexual energy as a single person. You have this divine feminine within you. So it's best to work on courting her. Well, hopefully you already did that, and so you remember your vows that you took at the summer solstice before your wedding, on your wedding night, to not be a jerk off anymore. Let's work on that. Those nights of sleepless nights, as we were in Gemini season, Sun in Gemini is the Ten of Swords, are over. It's a 10. They're done. That old you is dead. Stop thinking about it. Don't be carrying around a corpse of your old shell chained to your ankle that's keeping you from moving forward courageously. And then our third card, let's see what the Oracle has to say. The F. I wasn't supposed to be in that deck. It's firsts. That failure, you survived. And it's finished. And now you're ready for your first. A first. And you got this. Have some faith. The Hangman upside down. To me, this is saying, so whatever. First, think about what it says to you, and I'll tell you how I think it relates to this. Is that time of hanging around is over. Remember what you learned from it. And now it's time to get off that mountain of the transfiguration. Tell Satan to get behind you. Get behind me, Satan. I'm going into town. But you don't just jump up into town the next day. You want to be strategic, which is what a Virgo moon will help you to do. You want to nurture. A mother doesn't rock her baby like that. It's a soft, loving caress. Give that to yourself this weekend. Now we're gonna go to the Oracle's Starseed deck, and we're gonna ask for one final message. She has a sense of humor, and she's a weaver of beautiful webs. She uses the silver thread of the moon. There's something very mystical and magical about a Virgo moon. And I invite you to enter into that mystery. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Oh my God! No! No! I told you she's got a sense of humor. I told you she's a weaver, dog. Ah! It's the mother, mother of pearl. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Oh, don't you wait. Oh, God. Get comfortable as I read this in a most soothing God voice. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world where an instant response is so often expected and at times even a currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at these extreme speeds, it can feel as though something's gone wrong. But often, not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean it's not yet time. The details are being woven. Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does not always come. To remember that you don't need to solve all of the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they'd be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and trust the mystery of life, to trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you'd like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you could have ever imagined. How can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? That's the answer to our Virgo moon. Is that faith in the cosmic current and on the waters of Mama Marina Mater Mediatrix, the Genetrix, the Initiatrix, the Otokos. Yeah, so remember I said about the hangman? I said it's upside down, so it's time to get off the cross. Stop being, that's like also like sacrificing yourself for others. Stop victim mentality type stuff. Remember what you learned from it. You gathered the runes, you gathered the knowledge, and now you're going into town, but you don't go into town in one day. You don't rock a baby like this. You take your time and you trust in the mother weaver with her silver string and marinate on the silver moon and her relationship to Virgo and Mercury. I'll give you a clue. We have to go through the moon and Mercury to get to Venus. There's victory.